They should have never called yard out. I'm about to clear yard out. We can take it to the ball court. I'ma show you how to ball out. And you should be afraid when they open my cage and they still let that dog out. I understand he was brave, but today was the day that I'm ripping his heart out. And I ain't never took a liking to niggas writing words that sound like fighting, cause I'm the type to watch them all get hyping, cause I'm a Viking striking twice like lightning. So enticing, writes and hooks like Tyson. No biting, ride out with no license, no lights. It's so dark but so bright that this bright he called skate but no icing. And I'll be the one nigga that they can't stand. Did 7 years on a handstand, cause I got caught with the blam blam. And I had a kick like Van Damme. I don't care about your man, fam. I body you when you're bad, fam. Laugh in your face like nah-nah, and pull off like nah-nah. Nigga ready for the breakdown, cause I'm ready for a breakdown. So you better have my kick now, or get shot in your face with a straight pound. 7 Mac 11 loaded weapon when I'm stepping. If a nigga disrespect, I hit him with the Smith & Wesson. When I hit him in the chest, he gon' die. And they looking at me like, why? You had to ride that nigga. He never bothered nobody, my nigga. He wasn't trapping, he was just rapping, doing that shit for a hobby, my nigga. Homie was frontin' like it wasn't nothing. To go spend 100 with Poppy, my nigga. Bitches, they love it cause my shit was flooded like it was hit by a tsunami, my nigga. Yeah, my pockets is fatter than yours. My bitches is better than yours. I keep all the bunnies around me. That's what all these carrots is for. So why would I kill you, my nigga? That's what all these savages for. They run up on you at the light. Bullets go right through your passenger door. Losing his lesson cause homie was flexing like he was the only one holding a weapon like he couldn't get it. Who was you kidding? I thought you niggas would have been learned your lesson. You know who you messing with? I am the son of the sister of facts. So don't get it twisted, my nigga. Facts is the nigga that play with them, play with them.
Man, oh man, bro. Welcome to another edition of the Flawda Swamp Cast. This is chapter 10. You know, with my co-host, Apple and LDTV. We will be having a guest on here shortly. A young man by the name of Alex Holley. Hopefully, y'all know who he is. If not, y'all are gonna get acquainted with him, man. Let me get a word from you, though, first, man. Apple, man, what's good, man?
Man, blessings to the mighty LDBC. I am Opulent LDTV. This is my co-host, Kano Loco, Mr. Duval County. Man, yes, I'm chilling, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Yes, indeed, man. We got Slick Rick in the building. D-Man Jr.
What up, D-Man?
Yes, man, my brother, man. I tell you, man, hey, man, I love me some BFTV, man. Dude is solid as could be, man. DP Rocker.
Blessings, BF.
Shawa Allah. Mr. Shelton, what's good with you, man? K-Rod.
Shelton, drop your link, Shelton.
Oh, yeah. Shelton, drop your link, Shelton. Yeah. You know, D-Man Jr., that's that sawed-off shotgun. You know what I'm saying? I call it sawed-off shotgun, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, while we wait on Alex to, you know, jump on in and stuff like that, man, I like to say, man, that it's been a great journey, man, to be able to do this with you, man. We are now in chapter 10, man. Reflecting back from chapter 1, man. Man, I can't thank you enough, man, for always being there with me, man, and going through this journey together with me, man. Bro, I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, man, likewise, man. It's been tons of fun thus far, and it's only getting greater, man. So it's been a blessing having you as my co-host / mentor. You know, a lot of people, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people, for the ones that listen to my videos, they know that you give me a lot of game, and I definitely appreciate you, man. You definitely a stand-up guy, man, and it's just my pleasure to be linked with a stand-up guy. So.
Yeah, man. I always say this, man. I always felt we should have did this a long time ago, man. I know we said this on the opening show, which was chapter 1, but me and Opulent talk on a daily basis, man. And it just, for whatever reason or other, man, we never started the show together. Yeah, and I'm like, man, you know, somebody I talk to every day, I might as well be doing a show with him, man. Pittsburgh, big dog in the building. I see you, bro. Angel Diaz, I see you in the building as well. Damn, did I miss anybody, bro? I don't want to miss anybody, man. Andrew Gray, I see you in the building. Talib Cunningham. I want to, man. There's something that I got to get off my chest real quick, though, man. On the topic of helping people in the sport of boxing, man. I have hit a wall where I'm just going to stick with what I got. I'm going to stick with the folks that I got now. I'm going to stick with the boxers I got now, man. And what I'm trying to do is do a public service announcement. Please don't nobody DM me wanting to fight. Please don't nobody recommend me anybody that want to fight. Please don't come up to me, man. Can you hook boy up and get him a fight? You know what I'm saying? I'm done with that shit, man. I'm going to stick with the motherfuckers that have been with me from day one, and I'm not going to entertain any of that bullshit. And the reason I say that is because I feel like a lot of people throw a lot of blame on me for some shit I have no control over, you know? And I'm not going to stick my neck out like that and then get shitted on for trying to be a good man and helping folks out, man, and moving them in the direction that they want to move in. And I just think it's important that y'all hear from me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, man. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. If you put shit like that on me, man, it lets me know that you're weak, man. You got to be a weak person to try to throw that on somebody that ain't did nothing but help motherfuckers in the game of boxing, bro. I've done a lot for a lot of motherfuckers in the game of boxing, bro. I've linked up a lot of people with a lot of big people in the game of boxing. I've always moved like a solid motherfucker, man. Always, man.
Hey.
And I don't appreciate it when they come at me with some old bullshit that no, bro. Don't you keep that shit over there. And if anybody thinks they could do a better motherfucking job, go do it. Go do it. Why y'all calling me? Go do it. You go make the connects. You go negotiate contracts. You go make the plug, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not gonna put myself in that situation again, bro. Not gonna do it, man. A lot of folks just don't appreciate when somebody is helping them, man. I don't know if you wanted to add anything to that or.
Hey, man, the ones who don't appreciate you, they taking a huge loss by playing themselves. But hey, they got to lay in the bed they made, so it is what it is. And I 100% co-sign what you're saying, man. So you ain't saying that for no reason.
Hey, look, man, it's not a shot at anybody directly, man. It's just that I've already hit some bumps in the road, man, where and another thing, man, if there was an issue, man, why not come to me directly? Why do I have to hear it from a third party, a fourth party? Why am I not hearing it directly from the horse's mouth? Why am I not hearing it directly? Why can't we be grown-ups? Why can't we be man and talk man to man and let me know how you really feel about any situation that's out there, man? That's all I'm saying, man. We're not gonna be sitting here playing these little bullshit games, and that's kindergarten shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I appreciate everybody who was kept me in their prayers or wished me well. I am doing a lot better. I am not 100% right now, but I would say 75% opulent, man. I'm about a 75% right now, man. So I'm feeling pretty good, man. I think I could I think I could put them dukes back up. You know what I'm saying? I think I might could go, man. If not, I'm just gonna reach for the gap, man. Hey, I see Just New Boxing in the building as well. I call him Mr. Oxygen Man, man. But without further ado, man, we gonna bring in to what I consider to be the future world champion, Alex Holley, man. Alex, man, how you doing, bro?
Man, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. It's a pleasure to have you on, man. I really think highly of you, and I know that you're gonna get where you need to get at. And I'm just glad you're here, man, with us, man. You got the opening words, man, for the people that are watching.
I didn't hear it. Say that one more time for me.
I said, you got any opening words before we start the questions?
Nah, man. I'm just ready to get it rolling.
Yes, indeed, man. Alex, man, how was it growing up in DeSoto? Let's go a little light first, man. How was it growing up in DeSoto, man?
It was normal, man. I got into a little bit of trouble. here and there. You know what I'm saying? But overall, it was normal. You know what I'm saying? Had a loving mama, had a good big family. It was cool, man. It was real normal. Just got in a little bit of trouble here and there though.
I think that's normal, man. I think we all get in a lot of trouble, man, you know, when we're younger and stuff like that, man. You got any stories, man, about sparring with Jordan Jenkins, man? Because I know that was one of your guys that you really got a lot of good work with, man. Can you go ahead and give us a story on that?
You talk Jordan Jenkins, twin. Yeah, nah, it was just it's always good work with Jordan, man. He's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. It was always good work. We came up together in the amateurs. He was one of the first people that I ever sparred with. The first time we sparred, he beat me up. Well, he didn't beat me up, but he got the best of me. But now it's even. You know what I'm saying? We go back and forth. We bump heads. It's be even now. But it's good work though. It's always good work with Jordan.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna give you a chance because you know I'm long-winded. So
You go ahead, Kano. Go ahead.
yeah.
He rolling. He rolling.
All right, man. Hey, man, how would you describe your boxing style, man, for the people who haven't watched you yet?
Well, I feel like I'm more of a pressure fighter. If you know how Texas fighters fight, you know we about the action. Like we step into it. We step into the person. I got some power. I got some good IQ, some boxing skills. But for overall, I feel like I'm a come forward type of fighter. Want to press the action type of fighter.
Okay. By the way, he's 1-0. He already did his debut. I'd like to also know, man, how did it feel to get that debut out the way? Because I know that, you know, going from the amateurs to the pros, you know, that first fight, man, it could be some butterflies and stuff like that. So how was that experience, man, for you, man?
I can't lie. It was an amazing experience. First, shout out to Earl Spence, man, for giving me the opportunity to fight on a big card like that, man. I really appreciate that. Shout out to him. But it was it was a great experience. The experience was exactly how I wanted my pro debut to go in Vegas, on a big card. Well, not a big card, but it was on a good card. It was on the Frank Martin card. Um, it was a real good experience. In the back room, I was nervous. I had butterflies before I came out. I was nervous. I don't want to necessarily say nervous, but I was anxious to get up in there, get it over with because, you know what I'm saying, it's my pro debut. I'm fighting in front of way more people than I ever fought in front of in the amateurs. I'm fighting on the televised card. It was just, it was a good experience, a great experience. I'm ready for the next one.
So Lex, what is the biggest difference for you from amateur to now being a pro? What is the biggest difference that you notice?
The biggest difference from amateur to pro, well, you don't have to hold that weight all week. That's the main one. You don't have to hold that weight. You got to make that weight one time. That's the main, the biggest, one of the biggest.
Okay. I'd like to know, man, a two-part question, man. How did you end up linking with Spence Jr. and also how did you end up getting with Blu-ray?
So for starters, we're gonna start with Blu-ray. Matter of fact, we're gonna start with Earl first. I linked up with Earl around the time he had his car accident. It was a time right after his car accident, nobody heard from him for a couple months because he was trying to get back right. So when I met Earl, he was beat up. Like as far as from the car accident, he was beat up. He was messed up. You know what I'm saying? So I seen him in my neighborhood. Me and Earl from the same city. So his mama lived about 10 minutes away from me. So I was just driving around. It was like maybe like 1 o'clock in the morning. I seen him running, and I was like, I was in jeans and everything. I was in jeans and everything. I seen him running. I was like, is this Earl? Like nobody done heard from him. Nobody heard from him in like months.
Right.
Like Earl. So I'm like, hey bro, like I was probably like 2 years in boxing. So I was driving around. And I was like, hey Earl, can I run with you? He was like, yeah, you can run with me, but I'm about finished right now. And when I seen him, he was limping and everything. He was still trying to run. He was limping and everything. So I was like, hey, can I run with you? Like, I'm about finished right now. You can run with me tomorrow. I'm like, hey, how I'm gonna get in touch with you? You know, so I'm a kid. I'm like 17 years old, maybe either I just turned 17 or I was 16. I was one of them ages. I was like, he was like, man, just get my number. You know what I'm saying? Like, this my idol, so I'm happy. I'm like, man, I ain't want to show it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to show it. So I'm like, so he like, yeah, get my number. I got his number. And then that whole day I was in school. I'm like, man, I can't wait. I'm gonna run with Earl. Like, run with Earl. So I text him like around the time he had hit me up. He was like, meet me at the park. So I text him. I was like, hey, we were still running. He was like, yeah, pull up. So I pulled up to the park. I met him at the park and we ran. And after we got done running, we chopped it up. We talked and stuff like that. And after that, we ran a couple more times. And then I told him, I was like, man, I want to spar you. And then I was like, I'm like 17 years old. I'm like 17 years old. I'm like, man, I want to spar you. He was like, you want to spar me? I'm like, yeah. He probably was thinking like, yeah, I'm messed up right now. So you want to spar me while I'm messed up? But like, I wasn't even really thinking about him being messed up. I was like, nah, when you get back right, I want to spar you. And I ran with him about 2 more times after that, and then he went ghost on me for like months. I guess he was trying to get back right, get back ready to spar me, I guess. And then a couple months later, he hit me up like, when we gonna spar with a shark emoji. He's like, when we gonna spar? And I was like, he hit me up like 8 o'clock talking about when we gonna spar. I'm like, tonight. He was like 8 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at no. It was like 10 o'clock at night. He was like, when we gonna spar? I say tonight. And he was like, nah, we're gonna spar that next Monday. It was like Friday. He was like, we're gonna spar Monday. I was like, all right, bet. See me to add him there. And then we got the sparring and stuff like that. And that's how we got locked in.
And what about Blu-ray? Because I know I got a lot of high praise for Blu-ray. I really, really like his style. I like what he does. I like his contribution to the sport.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, so I was hearing a whole bunch of, so I always had the grit and the dog in me, like, but I always was I wasn't that strong of a fighter. I was that strong of a fighter. Like, I had the power and I had power and stuff like that, but physically strong where I can just stand right there with somebody, it was kind of like it kind of was hard. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing some strength conditioning with a couple other guys, and I'm like, man, I ain't getting nowhere. And then I heard about Blu-ray from one of Earl's close partners, and he was like, man, you should work with Blu-ray. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna see. So then I hit up Earl. I was like, man, should I work with Blu-ray? And then he was like, yeah, he'll get you strong for sure. I was like, he a good strength conditioning coach. And then once I asked him, and then I hit up Blu-ray. Like, no, one of my coaches hit up Blu-ray and was like, man, train Lex. He the number one dude in the country, and the amateurs train him. And then once I started training with him up until I turned professional. So probably about a year now.
Yeah, man, I got another question for you, man. And this one is I don't even know how to ask it, man, because you was in you lost by a point, man, on your was it the Golden Gloves on your final?
The Golden Gloves final.
By one single point, man. How did that fuel you, and how did you feel at that moment, man?
Well, so like, man, that fueled me real. That fueled me because me losing in the amateur, like me losing that fight, it kind of like it hurt my heart, like, because I grinded so hard. I think me and Blu-ray, we locked in about. That was my first real camp with Blu-ray, like a full camp. Before I got number one, I worked with Blu-ray. Before I got the number one guy in the country, I worked with Blu-ray for about like 2-3 weeks, but I never had an official camp with him. So the Golden Gloves was like 3 months later. I had a official camp with Blu-ray. It was like 6 to 7 weeks with Blue, and we locked in. We was training hard. I was running hard, doing everything that I needed to do to win. So when I fought in that tournament, like, I was running through everybody, like everybody in the I was running through everybody. And then when I got to that last person, I lost by 1 point, and it like it hurt, but I never wanted to feel like that again, ever.
So the guy you lost to in a with that Golden Gloves finals, would you like to get back in the pros, or are you cool with what happened?
Well, I mean, if the money right, and I mean, I don't have no hard feelings towards him because he did what he was supposed to do. So I mean, I'm not gunning for him because I'm not gunning for him because we might fall 2 different weight classes. Like so, but if the opportunity presents itself, I do want to get my get back, and I feel like I'll put him out in the pros.
Okay.
Now, listen, man, I know that your pro debut was at 147. It almost looks like you could make 140, man. Is that something that you're considering or thinking about?
So me and my team, we just right now we at 47, but we still figuring out the 140, 147. We still debating on that right now. We don't have an official answer. We're trying to see which weight I feel more comfortable at. Every fight we go down in weight. So my last fight was at 47. We going down to a catch weight of 145 this next fight. And then we gonna keep going down until and if my body don't feel comfortable going that low, we gonna just stay at 47 and build my strength up at 47.
Now, also, man, I noticed that you have a lot of fun sparring, man. You even talk your little shit, man, while you're in there sparring, man. Where did that come from, man?
I'm really a humble guy. Like I really don't talk like that in sparring because I mean, when I call somebody to spar, it's for me to work on my things and what I have to do. But the times I did talk a little trash in sparring, 9 times out of 10, them guys deserved it. 9 times out of 10, they deserve
Okay.
9 times out of 10 if I was to talk shit. But that's just how we is down here in Texas. We gritty. We be in the pocket. We just fight out here, and that's just how we get down sometimes.
Speaking of sparring, man, who gave you the best work in sparring? And what I mean by that, who gave you the work that really elevated you, that you felt, damn, I got something really good out of this one, you know?
Sparring Earl.
You know,
Sparring,
Earl.
Sparring Earl Spence.
All right, Opulent.
Damn. So dang, what the fuck? I forgot I had something. It just slipped my mind.
Yeah, something, bro.
Yeah. Just slipped my mind. Nah, but
Are you gonna go through the fast track, man, in boxing, or are you gonna take your time and build yourself up, man?
Well, right now I'm gonna take my time. I'm 21. I'm young. I gotta build my body up. I gotta build my IQ up. I still got a lot of stuff I need to work on. So right now we gonna fight 3 times this year. I'm gonna possibly fight 4 or 5 times next year. So if that's the fast route, I don't know it's the fast route, but by the time I'm 22, I should have either 8 to 10 fights, and I'm 21 right now.
All right. And well, I guess we'll go this way, man. Because I didn't ask you this earlier, man. I would like to know what got you into boxing, man.
Oh, so what got me into boxing was I went into a gym around like when I was like 14 years old. My mama took me to a gym to like when I was like 14 because I was fighting, getting in trouble and stuff like that. And when I went in the gym, I was cocky, I was arrogant, and then I caught out the best fighter in the gym. I'm 14 years old. I caught out the best fighter. I'm like, I want to fight you, like, you know what I'm saying? So I got in there. I got beat up. First day, got beat up, and then I quit when I was 14. I quit, and then 2 years later, I came back when I was 16. And in them 2 years, I had a bunch of life lessons I learned. I learned humbleness and I learned humility. And then once I learned them two, it kind of like, and I learned discipline. And then when I came back at 16, I linked up with some Hispanic guys. I wanted to box. My mama wanted me to box when I was 14, but I came back to boxing on my own terms when I was 16. And I locked in with some Hispanic coaches, and they trained me all the way until I was the #1 guy in the country. And then, and that's how it happened.
Now, I like to know how your family felt about you boxing, but also it's a 2-part question. What kind of advice did your grandma give you? Because she seems like a person that was very wise and usually gives you real good advice, man. So how did they feel about it first? And what's the best advice your grandma gave you?
Well, so my mother, she felt real. She was happy about it because I wasn't on the streets. Because all my friends, they died, all of them. So I wasn't on the streets or they in jail. So I wasn't on the streets and I wasn't in jail. So that was the biggest plus. So she was, as long as I wasn't doing that, it was okay. And as far as my grandmother, all she was telling me keep my head on right and stay focused and stay away from don't. Her biggest thing is she always just tell me if somebody leaves something like a bag or something on the ground, don't hold nothing for nobody. That was her biggest lesson towards me. But overall, it was just to stay focused and just stay focused. That was the main one.
I like when she told you to uh how did she word it, man? I don't want to misquote her, man. I think she said stay respectable and intelligent. I think it was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's awesome, man. Let me see if I can go through here because I'm missing a lot of these questions in the chat, and I do apologize if I'm missing it. You know, it's going by quite kind of quick on me. But who does he see himself matching up with in the future?
Who do I see myself matching up with in the future?
Mm.
I can see myself fighting somebody like Keyshawn Davis. I can see myself fighting somebody
Very nice.
Keyshawn Davis, Kid Austin. I can see I can see myself fighting for sure. Like if it came down to, I can see myself fighting somebody like them two for sure. Because them two, I can see myself fighting too.
What's the dream weight class?
The dream weight class is 140. So by the time, and Keyshawn looks like he a little big, so he can go up to 140. So I can see myself fighting them two. If not, I mean it is. But the dream weight class is 140.
Okay. They want to know how many times, how many fights a year you're gonna plan on doing. I know that's kind of hard to estimate, but roughly, what do you think you're gonna fight? A year.
So like I said, this year I'm gonna fight 3 times. My next year I'm gonna fight either 4 or 5 times, and then every year it'll probably about 3 times a year, maybe 2 or 3 times a year. As the rounds go up, of course I have to fight less because I'm taking more shots to my head.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe 2 or 3 times for sure. Like once I get to maybe like 16, 15 and 0, once I get up there like around that area, it probably be like 2.
All right, there. BFTB wants to know: is the goal undisputed or big fights? I'll let you go after this.
Is the goal undisputed or big fights? The goal, big fights. Big fights.
Okay.
Cause them belts, man, they take your money. Them belts, they take them sanctioning fees, they take your money. If the big fight should be the guy champions. The champion
Okay.
big fight. So I'm everybody can get it, to be honest.
So training with Blu-ray. Explain to us your first experience when Blu-ray got a hold of you. How was that experience?
So my first experience.
Like, was it overwhelming or was it more than you expected or less than you expected? Like,
nah, Blu-ray kind of eased my way to it. He didn't just go crazy as soon as he met me. He eased my way into it. It wasn't just no crazy workouts when we first locked in.
okay, so having a front row seat to Errol's career, what are you taking away from his ups and downs? And
just his ups and downs. Really just staying focused, man. Not saying he not focused because apparently he wouldn't get that far if he wasn't focused, but really just staying focused. I pick and choose the stuff that I use from him and the stuff that he does and the stuff that he does that I shouldn't do. So it's just staying focused, man.
So did the Terrence Crawford fight with him, like, did it go the way you expected it to, or what is your outlook on that fight?
I didn't hear you.
The Terrence Crawford fight with Errol, did it go the way you expected it, or what did you expect the fight to go?
It is breaking up. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's breaking up.
Let me see. Let me see if it's you. Hold on. It's on your end, Alex. Is it? Let me see. Yeah, try it again. Yeah, it is breaking up, man, on Alex.
Let me see.
Damn, we was cooking too.
All right. I hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead and ask him, man.
Okay.
Did Terrence Crawford fight? Did that go the way you expected it? How did you have the fight going?
Nah, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. I didn't expect that. But it happens. It's boxing. Somebody had to win.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I tell people though, man, that because there's a lot of people, man, saying we don't need to rematch. We don't need to rematch. I say we do need the rematch. Like, why wouldn't they want to see the rematch? Like, I don't get it, man. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I heard it all. I heard it all, but I tend not to really focus on what people be saying. I know Earl, and I know his heart, and I know he'll be back.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, man. I mean, shoot, man, one fight, a lot could go wrong and going leading up to a fight, man. And he didn't make no excuses. We're not gonna make excuses for him, but I'm talking in general, man, because I do work in boxing. A lot of things can go on during training camp that people never are aware of. Somebody's training camp could have went better than the others. One of them got nicked up more than the other, and there's a lot of variables that go into that people don't, take into factor when things happen. And that is why I'm a proponent of, yes, I want to see the rematch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in your case, man, when you walked in on your pro debut, were you nicked up at all before you went in there? Because I mean, training camps are hard.
Was I nicked up?
Yeah.
Training camp was hard for that fight, but I didn't go up in there nicked up. I didn't go up in there nicked up. Nah, I didn't.
Okay, so you was one of the blessed ones, man. I think that happens once you get a little older, man. So you got them good genes right now, man. Where the training camps are gonna be hard, but you'll go out of them without being nicked up and stuff like that, man. Where do you see yourself in the future, like in a 3 year time span?
In a 3-year time span, I should be getting ready for a title shot.
Okay.
I'll be 23. I should be fighting for either a title eliminator or getting ready for the title.
Okay, Opulent.
Man, I can already tell. Were you 21, right?
I'm 21.
I can already tell you got a solid character. I heard you say something about how you don't really listen to NBA YoungBoy that much because of the mind frame. And when I heard that, I'm like, man, it really bought me in. Like, yeah, he really understands like just NBA YoungBoy's message, and like you try to stay away from that. I understand that every rapper on here is, everybody's not super positive, but to me, that I really felt that, like, man, like he really understands. Like he really understands what's going on. So I want to salute you for that, man. That's
appreciate that.
It's great to hear youngins have that mind frame, man, early, and so it's dope.
Appreciate that, man.
Sure.
And I know you've only got one fight in under your belt and stuff like that, man. But you got any merch, man? You plan to put out some merch?
And we getting on that. We getting on that for this fight, man. We getting on that.
Hey, you gotta let me know, man, because I'm copping it, bro. I'm copping it ASAP, man. Like as soon as you put it out, I'm on it, man. Because I gotta get that Lex merch, man. ASAP. I gotta help represent, man. Help support, man. What advice would you give somebody, man, that's going into boxing, man? Now that you have experience, your pro debut. What advice would you give somebody going into a pro debut?
Man, just stay focused. It ain't gonna be easy. I tell young people this all the time that ask me this question all the time, man. It's not gonna be easy. So don't go up in there expecting it to be easy. It's gonna be hard. You might get beat up. You're gonna get beat up. There's no ducking or dodging it. But just stay focused and just stay disciplined. That's the main one. Stay focused and disciplined. And Focus on your craft.
So what is your favorite? What is your favorite like cheat meal? That's what I want to talk about. What is your like? You ain't
I
like
mean, I
after
like
your pro debut. Like what do you go to? What is your go to?
a burger.
Okay.
I like burgers,
It,
man.
it gonna be like Chad Johnson, Chad Ocho Cinco. It ain't McDonald's, is it?
Nah. I like some real burgers.
Like okay, a burger from like where? What do you consider like a real burger? I know you and
Man,
Dad
hey, it gotta be Whataburger, man.
I like Whataburger burgers.
I'll go water burger too.
I mean, that ain't my go-to, but
Mm.
I like.
What's your,
I didn't hear you. What you say?
what's your go-to? Because I mean, Texas got the big burgers anyway. So
I like Chili's, man. I like Chili's.
okay.
I ain't one of them guys that like all them big fancy restaurants, man. Go give me one of these Chili's, man.
Okay.
Keep it simple, man. Keep it simple like that. Let me read this super chat real quick, man. Drew Titan, Bronson on deck. Dallas stand up. We'll see this young king in the strong house on Sunday. Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to Drew Titan, man, in the super chat, man.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah, man. I see you're getting around, man. So you starting to. I like doing this, man, because the more places that you go to, the more people get to know you. I think that's great promotional for you. Look, are you signed with Man Down?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad you said that because I know he's gonna take care of you. I know he's gonna be able to facilitate you getting fights, man. I'm a manager myself, so I know how hard it is when a fighter is just starting to get, matchmaking done. It's very, very difficult. A lot of people don't know how hard that is, but being that he's on your side, I know that he's gonna guide you in the right direction, man, and get you matched up properly, man, along your way, man. So big shout out to that, man. I appreciate somebody like Earl Spence doing something like that, man. And to me, that's giving back to the community, man. Reaching back to the youth, man, and not forgetting where he's from, man. And I like that a lot, man. I mean, what's your take on that?
I like I said, man. Shout out to Earl Spence, man, giving me the opportunity, man. But I truly earned it, for sure. I truly earned it, and he know I earned it for sure.
Hey, Nick J said, try the burgers at Cheddar's. Thank me later.
I already tried it, man.
I've already tried them, man. I'm already on it, you know what I'm saying? But then again, I eat. I mean, I go anywhere there's food, I'm going, man. I eat a lot. Man. I mean, 205 pounds ain't there for no reason.
Yeah, I had that burger in what is it? Houston. The Cheddar's in Houston. I had that. The Cheddar's cheeseburger.
So you're gonna have some merch very soon. And when can we possibly see you in the ring next?
I fight on the David Benavidez and Demetrius Andre card November 25th in Vegas on Showtime.
And do we got an opponent already? Do you know?
They sending me my opponent this week. Well, next week.
All right.
So we had that lined up for sure.
Big shout out to BFTB Boxing in the building. He says, salute to Alex, the future star. Hashtag man down, man. Hey, look, I already know this guy's gonna be a future champ, man. So long as he keeps focused, which I think he will. So long as he stays with Blu-ray, please stay with Blu-ray, bro. Please stay there, bro.
Me and Blue lock, man.
So you in a camp full of stars. How you handling that?
Man, just keep my head down and man, just work, man. Like I don't look at them. I don't look at them bigger than me.
Mm.
So when I see them, I think they the same as me. I don't look at them like stars. I look at them like my stable mates.
So how the ladies treating you now that you literally on your way. So you're pretty much there. So
I mean, they come. I mean, they do what they do. I mean,
understand. Say less.
Just don't fall for the traps, bro. Just don't fall for the traps. You know they out there.
Nah, man. I stick with my girl, man. We on.
Okay.
I stick with my girl.
Man. Nick J wants to know, that's the huge platform. Can't wait to see you. What high school you come out of in Dallas?
I went to the Soto High School.
All right, all right. By the way, man, Nick J and Boxiana have a show, Queens of the Rings, man. I don't know if you've been there yet or not, but I highly recommend you go over there and join their platform at some point or other, man, because you know they look, man. It's a cool show. I trust me, you'll have fun with them being on there, man. Especially Boxiana, man. Boxiana, you know, he'll have you laughing the whole live. All right.
I think I seen him before. You talking about have Frank been on there before?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Frank was on there. Yeah.
I think I seen Frank on there one time. Okay.
Nick J is like the peacemaker, you know, the more subtle one, and then Bassiana, you know, I'm just gonna say it, she ratchet as hell, and she know it, man. But I love her to death with a thick self, man. You know what I mean?
hey,
Yeah.
kind of. Mick J's a savage too. She does be subtle with it. They're both savages.
I don't know, man. Nick J be Nick J the calm one, man.
She's a
She
subtle
don't be
savage.
man.
Don't play with her. That's all I'm saying. Don't play with her.
I have never seen her start nothing, bro. She's always the cool one, man.
I'm gonna have to get up. I'm gonna have to get on their show for sure, for real.
Yeah, man, no doubt, man. I mean, get seen in more places, man. Get your name up there, man. That's a huge thing in boxing, man. The more people know you, the more you're gonna sell. The more they're gonna start bumping you higher on the cards. You know what I'm saying? The more eyes on you, man, and that's what it's all about, man. We need to try to help build, you know, the community we in, you know, and bring us up, bring us all up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
You know,
Definitely. The more you stay closer to your fans too, that's what matters a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Within arm's reach, man. Fans gonna definitely appreciate you forever. So.
And where can they reach you at, man, on social media, man? I know you ain't got a Twitter yet, but
actually, my marketing team, they just told me I need to get a Twitter, but you can follow me on Instagram at Lex100. I don't got a Twitter yet. I don't have a TikTok, none of that yet, but I'm about to make one soon. But you can follow me on Instagram at Lex100. 100.
Yes, indeed. Which I'm, by the way, I've been following, but that's beside the point, man. You got anything else for him, Apple and LD? Because if not, I'm gonna let him give his last words.
Man, that's a pleasure having you on, brother, man.
I appreciate it.
We're definitely gonna be rooting for you and holding you down. So just stay focused and do your thing, man.
I appreciate it.
Any last words? The floor is yours, bro.
And make sure y'all tune into my fight November 25th. Demetrius Andre Benavidez on the card, man. I'm gonna show out, man. It's gonna be a man down. If you know who I'm signed to, y'all know how we coming. You know what I'm saying? Tune in and shit. That's it.
Hey, man, Alex, man, it was a pleasure to have you on, man. Like I said, it's a pleasure to have a future champion on this show, man. I'm gonna call it right now, man. What Deontay Wilder says, speak it, believe it, receive it, man.
Yeah.
Future world champion, man. That's what I'm calling now, man. So y'all stay tuned for him. I appreciate you, man, joining us, man.
For sure. I appreciate y'all having me.
All right, man. You have a great night, man.
All right.
Yo, peace. Hey, man, that was Alex Holley. I didn't want to hold him up too much longer than that, man. I mean, I didn't realize how much time had flew by, man, but it was a pleasure to have him on, man. I think he's a very talented young man. More importantly, I think he's got the right people around him.
Yes.
When you got people like Earl Spence around you, and I'm sure that's going to include the Derrick James of the world and everybody else in that gym, and you got Blue Ray with your strength and conditioning, man, I just see that kind of combination right there. Can't do nothing but success, man. Success, man. What did you think of this young man, Opulent?
You know me, man. I love mind frames, and he has a great mind frame already, and he can only beat himself the way he's going. And I'm definitely looking forward to him going in the ring and doing his thing and hurting some people. You know, it's the hurt business, so somebody got to lose. And I'm looking forward to seeing him just being as successful as he wants to be. And like you said, he has a phenomenal team around him. He just can't, man. He can't. All I see him doing is winning, man.
That's what's up, man. Well, you know, we're going to do something a little different today, man. You know, we usually like to talk our little flaming topics and all that, man. But this interview just was so fire that I don't want to taint this live with anything other than this interview here, man. So
I agree.
You have any last words?
Super shout out to BFTB, man. You didn't have to do what you did, having shuttling people in here. I truly appreciate that, brother. You a solid one. Much love to you for doing that. Shout out to everybody else, though. It's all love to all the family members in here. It's all love. I love all y'all. Appreciate y'all sliding through and supporting us. So,
yeah, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. BFTV has always been solid with me since day one. I've said this a billion times over the years. You mess with him, you're messing with me. So that's double trouble, man. So please don't come at me with, oh, BFTV did this. I'm going to do it to you too. You know what I mean? That's my brother. What'd you say?
I got something else. Shout out to my cousin. He just got engaged out there on Miami Beach. So shout out to my little cousin. You know what I'm saying? He about to hop that broom himself. So today was a day. I'm here doing this show.
Hey, man.
So shout out to my
little all cousin. Good, man. Well, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Hopefully everybody smashed the like button. This is always brought to you by CL Management, DV Tracksuits. Big shout out to the mighty LDBC. Flawda Swamp Cast. Man, we out of here, man.